My man's made me some sprinkled sugar cookies and brought some from his family. Very sweet of him. I'm gonna be enjoying these later. Oh my god, I ordered a ton of Domino's last night with my brother, and these are so good. These marbled fudge brownies. It's getting me through the morning. I already ate two, as you can see, with my coffee. Yum yum. I'm gonna be enjoying these later. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be doing my makeup. Yay! I'll zoom in. I just want to kind of get started in this kind of angle. First, so that I'm prepared, I may have to actually boost this mirror up a bit because it is a bit low for my liking. There we go. Alright, like I said, I'm going to zoom in, but this is just for now. So, how are you guys? I have a lot of things to talk about. First, I'm going to get started with my usual routine. I just shaved my face, fixed my hair a bit. So I use this Mario Badescu skincare water. I don't know if it actually does anything. I better cover my coffee. Seconds before I open my eyes. Alright, and so I usually cut myself when I shave on accident, obviously, so I think this kind of just like gets rid of that wherever I have it, disinfects it. I always use aftershave, but you know, just in case. And like I did here a bit and here a bit, I nicked myself. I usually do around my neck or my chin, upper lip. Rarely on my cheeks. But anyway, after the aftershave it tends to come out even more and bleed, so usually I like to go over with cold water and then pat it with a tissue, but it still comes out sometimes. So I use that first, and I'm sorry about Poopsie. It's still early in the morning, and he screams, and I'm alone right now. I have to go pick up my family at the airport later. I use this Image Skincare Prevention Daily Hydrating Moisturizer in 30 SPF. It's also a sunscreen, so I put that over my face and neck after this spray, because the spray is meant for pre-moisturizing. And you may hear the garbage truck too. It's on Monday, so they come. But this is what I do before I put my makeup, and I don't do my makeup anymore really. I have one pimple here. I'm trying not to irritate it, but I thought, you know what, it's been a minute, and by a minute I mean like 2 years since I did a whole like vlog of my makeup routine, because it takes so long, you know. Poopsie, come here Poopsie. And I like to put the moisture in my hair. And I made a spilling the tea story time. You can see my routine there, especially with my new makeup, but I don't think I explained the products very well in there, so I was like, well, fine, let me just make this one video, you know. And for those who really like my makeup routines, watching me talk and do my makeup in a louder... Poopsie! Come here, Poopsie! Come here, Poopsie! He's gonna keep going unless I say that, or unless he actually comes. He usually likes to sit on that chair over there, you probably can't see it. Alright, so after that, I'm gonna go over with a this is a moisturizer. I'm not going to use this time. I usually use this and then this, but I'll just use the primer. Alright, and I'll just smooth over the face. And I like to wait and settle each coat, each application, a couple minutes to really get in the skin, but I ain't got time for that now. Actually, I have plenty of free time today, which is why I'm doing this video, because I was wondering, okay, I've been waking up really early lately, right? I've been going to bed early, waking up early, and I have so much free time. Poopsie, come here! Come here, Poopsie! Oh, he hates the word come here. When I say come here, he does not come. You know, maybe I can get up and get him to come. I don't know why I'm putting it in my hair, but it feels like it would be smooth and shiny. I just don't want to disrupt your vlog with Poopsie, so I'm gonna be back, guys, and get him to shut up. He's so annoying. Come on, Poopsie. Don't be annoying. Don't be a brat. Sit in that chair over there. Sit in that chair over there. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Alright, it's not. Be quiet then. Well, that hopefully works. I put him in the cage. If not, then I'm just gonna pick him up, put him in this chair, because there's no other way he's gonna stay quiet. Like, literally no other way. So I have one topic to discuss right now. So, again, this is not the best lighting. Maybe if I... But, yeah, that helped. That's like putting a bucket over a fire. Let's see if that works. I don't want to put my ring light. It's too... That's a bit better. Let's see if this works. That's a bit better too. Because the ring light is just so, I don't know. Anyway, but like I said, I'm going to zoom in. So let's zoom in. Hopefully that works better, because the background may be too big and distracting for you. Alright, so, maybe that's too much zoomed in. Fine. So guys, I'm just wondering sometimes, like, about the way society functions. And I've been thinking about that lately, just a little bit, not too much. Actually, I haven't really been thinking lately at all. Because ever since this hypnotherapy thing, and I'm milking it for all it's worth, this school was dang too expensive, okay? For my liking. So I'm milking it, like, for all it's worth. Anything I learned from it, I'm going to talk about in videos and whatever, and I've been doing that, you know. Why not? It's an investment. School is an investment. You learn and you share, and others grow and inspire each other, whatever. So, ever since this hypnotherapy thing, I have been a different person. And because I'm realizing a lot of how the world works and a lot of how I've been viewing it differently. Oh, my hair keeps doing that. Gotta get it bleached again in a week. And a lot of how, like, people's beliefs are not really, like, they're usually false. Like, a belief is false in general, no matter what belief you have. Because how that works is, if you believe something, it's false. It's like of the ego, right? So, because you really don't know what's truth. Well, you kind of do know, and that's up there, you know, what we call God. So, anything that's not that, or like love, you know, you can associate with God, is not the truth, apparently. Okay, and this is not like any religion, this is not a culty thing, no. I'm just sharing what I've learned in my experience with people and why they have behavioral problems, psychosomatic issues and illnesses, and etc. because they play on these beliefs so hard, and it causes emotions and thus causing symptoms. So if you just believe in the love and light, you won't have an issue. Well, you may have an issue still, but that issue may have nothing to do with... Hold on, guys, it's warm. I gotta take this off. That issue may have nothing to do with your emotion. Like, it could just be because you either incarnated to choose your body to have that issue, or, you know, and we emit a body. We are not the body. Like our soul emits the body. I know it's confusing, and again, you don't have to like believe this. Please don't believe this, because even believing this is like not necessarily good. Like I said, any belief is not necessarily good, because you cause your bodies to change and stuff. Just have an open mind, you know, have an open mind and listen to me talk while I do my makeup. I'm gonna do an ASMR video after this, actually 2, because I have so much free time today. Like, it's a blessing to have the whole day to myself, finally. And all this free time. I mean, I don't remember like the last time I did, maybe over a year ago. And everyone's like, oh my god, Tony, take it easy and do self-care. I do. I've been doing that since, I do more self-care than most people. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I literally don't have a job. I mean, it's my only job, so how hard can it be? Don't feel sorry for me, please. I'm fine, okay? I may be getting more wrinkles, but that's because I'm getting older, okay, child? And my sleep issues, which are now resolved thanks to melatonin. But coffee don't necessarily help my situation. So I know, use a beauty blender or whatever. I use my fingertips for the foundation and the concealer. It's been helping me, okay? I don't need to spend 20 bucks on a beauty blender. That's just gonna end up getting eaten up by my dog into shreds. So, moving on to beliefs. I realized, I mean, any therapist will tell you that, right? If you go to therapy, whatever. I guess if they're educated enough. But, and it depends on the type of therapist, but mostly anyone, any same old psychotherapist, regular therapist, whatever, they'll tell you the same thing. I mean, it's all the same thing. Hypnotherapy will get to the bigger root cause of it. But anyway, that's beyond the point. So, I just did some thinking while I was shaving in the bathroom, like, what am I going to talk about? You know, I like to sometimes think, like, what am I going to say before, you know? And I was like, oh my gosh. Let me talk about coal. Because I was thinking of the climate change thing, right? And there's this meme, this joke like, oh, Santa should have stopped giving bad kids coal because now the climate's, you know, messed up. And we're all so screwed, literally, no matter what we do at this point. Hey, that's just it could be a belief. I gotta stop thinking that too, you know, but yikes. Anyway, so, hashtag pray for Australia first. And the first to go, it seems. It seems. I'm not saying I believe it, I'm just saying. Okay. Have an open mind, have an open heart. But yeah, y'all need to stop giving bad kids coal, or give them some flack, whatever you call it. Instead, give them some slack, cause, we all have done bad things, okay? Never talk while blending your neck. Here's why, because when someone tells me not to do something, I'm gonna do it even more. So if we train kids that, oh, you're so bad, you're gonna get coal for Christmas, but you're gonna do even worse. I remember the first year someone told me that I'm gonna get coal for being bad. That was the year I did like the most bad. I was a bad kid, because I was like, you know what, try me. I want to see coal in my stocking. Try me. And I was like doing it on purpose. And then it made me feel guilty. And things like that make people feel guilty and feel all these other emotions. When you feel guilty, you feel sad, you feel angry, you feel fearful. You get anxiety. No wonder there's an anxiety, depression epidemic in this nation. We're guilt-tripped before even knowing what doing something bad is. If you mess up and do something that's not supposed to do, send love, not coal. Send love, not coal. And it won't always work, but you know, for the majority, it will maybe work. Again, that could be just a belief too, but we're just talking, okay? You don't have to believe me. You don't have to, I don't even believe what I'm saying right now, because why should I believe something I don't know to be true? But hey, let's have an open mind, right? Open mind, open heart. So instead of feeding people, and I just slap my face like this because settles it better. Forgot to tell you the foundation. Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. And Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. Now I'm going to use the Stellar Aurora face powder. I don't agree with giving kids coal for being bad. Like, send love, not hate. You know, I mean, we all mess up. We're not perfect human beings. We're not here to be perfect, okay? So I just don't agree with that. Like, my professor actually said a story to us in his, like, online tutorials. That his little kid was screaming and crying in the store and being all playful. And, you know, normally you would tell your kid, shut up, be quiet, you know, behave, be quiet, and you'd make the angry face. And the kid remembers your ugly, angry face. And then when they're a teenager, no wonder they hate your guts. But instead, he didn't say no. He didn't say behave. Or you're not gonna get the toy if you don't ABC. Right? So instead he just sent the love, you know, he's just like, okay. Yes, that's like, she was like, ah ha ha, or something like, oh my god, that's so cool, or funny, whatever. I don't know what little kids do, whatever, I don't want kids. But she was like being all loud and playful as a kid, you know, has every right to do. It's cute, it's fun, whatever, for a while. When it starts waking you up in the middle of the night, think twice on that statement. But we've all done that, been there, whatever, who now, whatever. He let her scream and cry in the store, no matter what anyone thought, maybe said, maybe gave dirty look. He let it happen. A kid has to let out the kid, because if you suppress that kid, we know Disney stars, you know what happens. All right. And plus they're given a bunch of tomatoes thrown their way for being celebrities. On top of that, of course they're messed up. Of course. So, next I'm going to be doing my contouring. I will be using the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in medium. I don't do the whole contour kit, okay? I just do my own thing. It's just fine. It's not like I wear makeup all the time. These neighbors, these kids, I was just talking about kids. Alright, so normally I would have been like, oh, ew, they're so annoying, get off our property, whatever. But you know what? Now that I'm talking about this subject, love and light, okay? Let kids be kids, because if I were to go outside now and tell them to stop being loud and whatever, annoying, what would that do? Suppress them, right? So, I mean, it's not even my place, first of all. I would never do that to begin with. I'm too introverted to really express how I truly feel at all times. That doesn't mean you're an introvert if you don't know how to express, or not all introverts do, I'm just saying in general. But we're also a more sensitive society for sure nowadays. And it's true, I mean, I am sensitive. I used to talk I mean, it's true, I used to talk smack about, like, oh my god, everyone's so sensitive, and then I realized I was the most sensitive of them all. So, I was like, well, yeah, I guess with this whole spiritualism, new age stuff, everyone's getting enlightened, and I think the whole triggering thing kind of stopped. Or like, oh my god, that offends me, or whatever. Like, I mean, it's still out there, but it's not as dramatized as before. I feel like that kind of slowed down, you know. At least in my world, it's like not as big of a deal anymore. Like, you can openly express yourself and talk about different subjects without having to be so fearful. And there's a reason I had to go through that, you know, but it's a process with everyone. No particular order, guys. I mean, I use Makeup Forever brushes. What else can I say? I'm just going to use the House Laboratories Rip Lip Liner in Demi Matte. But yeah, I don't wear makeup besides with like role plays, like girly role plays and stuff anymore. I really don't. And I always take my shirt off when I do makeup. It's too warm, especially all these lights around. Ugh. It is too hot. But then I have to be careful when I put a shirt on. That's why the setting spray helps. I'm going to use this later, but yeah, especially when I'm like talking, multitasking, yeah, I get really warm. Spent time with my boo-boo yesterday. It was nice. For the holidays. I got him something. Shh. I think he did too, now that I think about it, but I must have forgot to get it. Oh. Well, at least I got cookies. Why are garbage trucks so loud? You can hear them from like 500 meters away. I think because it's like a train, you have to pull the weight, all that power. I'm gonna do my eyebrow next. I can't decide if I want to go with a lighter or a darker color today. I feel like I should go with a darker one. I was gonna layer both colors, but I'm like, too lazy. And I always do this first. This is the Diva Derm Brow Extender because the fibers fall and I don't want to mess up my look. So I'd rather do that first. Let's talk about exes. So this year, unfortunately, was all about getting over breakups, makeups, boys, garbage men. Not literally garbage men, but send love, Tony, send love. Okay. You know what I mean. Trash. You had to take out the trash, basically. At least in your perspective of your world. Well, now I am realizing that they were no good for me, and what was better for me. And you have to go through this crazy journey sometimes to come to that conclusion. And when you do, it feels so much better. You don't think about them, you don't worry about them, they're not in your universe anymore. Feel better at least. I think the thing that really helped me get over it is when you realize they don't care. Like they'll text you less. They won't even text you, boo. Like unless you text them. Like this one guy, like after we were over, he didn't even text me for 2 months. I texted him. He was like I literally texted him and said I blocked you. I was like in a depression for 2 months. I'm so sorry. He's like, oh, I didn't even know you did. Like, he didn't even text me for 2 months. I was like, wow, okay. So I blocked him again. Like, it helped me get over it. Like, you know, I mean, immature or not, whatever. I have my ways. But when you stop meaning something to me, you stop meaning something to me forever. I'm human. Once in a while I'll be like, oh my god, I miss them. But then I'll be like, ew, never mind. You know what I mean? I mean, it happens to the best of us. We go through people, cruddy situations. And this whole year was, unfortunately, annoyingly, about getting over those situations. That was the e.l.f. brow brush. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to use this bronze color with the same brush I use to blend, and then I'm going to go over the where I contoured again. And it gives it a nice tan, glowy look. Even though it's a kind of a highlighter kit, I feel like this will highlight the contour more. I don't know if that makes sense. Or give me more of a tan color, dewy, glowy look that I enjoy. And I don't contour my nose too much. You can really tell. Like the other day I saw this celebrity. It's like Romanian celebrity. She usually posts pictures in her like YouTube community tab, and I was like, oh my god, you can actually see her contour. It looks so bad. Like I mean, no offense, like I don't think anyone noticed or cared, but like I observe little details like that and I'm like, girl, your regular button nose is just fine, okay? It's cute enough, like, don't. I understand, young girls, I mean, she's not that young, but they feel pressure to look their best at all times, and go over a little on my lips, give it definition. What is today? Oh, it's Christmas, it's winter break, that's why I'm like, why are the kids out on Monday at this early in the morning? I'm like, oh my god, okay. Christmas, no wonder. And this was a great end to the year. Everything's going so well. And you know, another thing I can't stand. That's why I'm stop talking about relationships. Here's why. Like, no matter who I'm with, who I'm dating. Oh, there's the garbage truck. My dog's gonna go crazy now. I'm sorry. Alright, they're gone. So, I've noticed something. I don't know if it's jealousy or just like resentment toward the idea of a relationship, but every time everyone who I talk to about whoever else I'm seeing, whatever else I'm getting, they're always like, it's like either rolling their eyes or in disagreement with me or like making me feel guilty, guilt tripping me yet again. The guilt trip thing I spoke about earlier, like send love, not hate, hello. But anyway, and maybe that's not how they feel, but it's a reflection of how I feel. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that deep topic now, but I don't know why I'm using a small brush to highlight. I mean, this is ridiculously taking forever, but I have a lot to say, I guess. I'll blend it out later anyway. But whenever I talk about men, it's like, oh, you know, you need to be alone right now, or I don't know, I kind of feel like it's not gonna work, or I don't know, Tony, like, you deserve better. And it's just like, why don't you just be happy for me, dang it? And tell me, like, I don't know. I appreciate the honesty, but I don't know why people time and time, and then, like, people who say that are usually the ones in relationships, messing up in relationships, or not in relationships themselves, and never want to be. And it's like, are you pushing your agenda on me? Or, you know, like, and so I don't socialize much, because I'm like a stay-at-home person, honestly. Like, after this year, I'm just like, just stay at home, just small circles, keep your small circle, don't be stupid. I got so badly hurt this year. I mean, like, over socialized. God, I met so many new people. Like, it drove me crazy. And I thought that's what I wanted, but I just wanted to mind my dang business and stick to the close people in my life. That's all. Because nobody gonna truly care 2 cents about you but yourself at the end of the day. There, I said it. That's the harsh truth of life. Take it or leave it. Love it or leave it. Okay? It hurts, but it's true. Nobody cares about you. Nope. 100 billion%. Ride or die. Save your life over yours. Over theirs. Change my mind. I dare you. You can only keep yourself. Because you know what? If no one's left around you, who's gonna take care of you, boo? The cloud? Because I notice every time you're sad, oh, don't be sad. Oh, don't feel this way. And it's another suppression of emotion. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to open up to how they feel. And that alone creates frustration, another bad emotion. Well, it's not bad, but see, you know, this is a whole complex topic that may in fact trigger some people, because I mean, it's, I was gonna say it's the truth, but it's not even the truth. Like, that's a whole nother subject. I mean, you get the point though, you get the vibe, you know. I don't know why I'm blending some blush here and there, like, I just kind of want to make sure the colors are aligned together. But since I already put highlighter here and I put the contour like so close, I decided to put the blush like kind of along the temples and kind of just blend it all together as one. My makeup tends to look like pinky brownie. I don't know. Pinky brownie, that sounds funny. And I like to blend over my eyelids because I don't want to just put like eyeshadow over the eyelids. I feel like the whole face should kind of blend as one uniform color. e.l.f. blush palette. Been using it since forever. So the eyeshadow's next, then I'll use something else, you'll see soon. But like I was saying, Sephora brush for the eyeshadow. I use other brushes too. Gosh, my palette is so dirty. I don't even want to show you my palette because it's so dirty. Sometimes I brush over the eyebrows with my fingertips. Where is my point? There is no point. I was just saying, what color should I use first of all? I'm not in the mood for any of these colors. I'm not feeling any of these colors today. Usually I do. Girl, I'm not feeling this palette today. I don't know what it is. I better not brush on the floor. I just mopped. Blow it on the floor. I just mopped. I did laundry now too. Look, child. I haven't done laundry in over a year, okay? Almost 2 years now. Not saying I don't wash my clothes, but someone else does it, okay? I guess I'll go with this silvery look. This ended up turning into like a holiday look, like a smoky eye. Oof, this is not even the right color. But I forgot to wash my brushes, and the old color blended with the new one, and voila. I guess I went through so much suffering this year that I just came to the conclusion that I gotta, at all times, watch my back and take care of myself, because no one can do that for me. That's my point. Not even a new person, not even anyone you're seeing, not even your family. Your family can also judge you, mistake your judgment and all that stuff. Call you out on things that you're not even meaning to project, but that's just their insecurity. Yeah. I don't know where this look is going. I'm now adding like a bronze red copper color underneath. Kind of gonna blend it like a wing for some reason. And you know, I think I got so sick and tired that I'm kind of enjoying being home kind of by myself again. It doesn't really feel like it, especially when we're with someone else now, but it's like, I don't know, it feels more peaceful. Like I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm not like stressing about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm relaxed. Whatever comes to me, comes to me. I'm letting it flow rather than obsessing over the topic or focusing on the idea of a partner, of a relationship, whatever, you know. I'm just so chill right now. Like, I'm not worried, honestly. I'll be okay if things don't work out in my life in whatever category, you know. And I think when you like relax and receive, you receive, I mean, when you relax, and it's just like, it's so peaceful. You don't have to stress, you don't have to think about it, you don't have to worry. It's a 4-part palette. Alright. I'm too ashamed to say I still use that palette after all this time, but it's a very good palette. It's gotten me through some things and times. This is like the worst eyeshadow I've ever done. Like, eyeshadow job. I mean, this is not even anything. It's just... it is what it is. Okay. I don't have enough eyebrow area to do like big, beautiful, bold looks. Okay. Alright. But things are just like, I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I cannot complain about my life right now. I have no right to. House Laboratories, Glam Attack. It's just peaceful. I'm gonna put a bit where I put highlighter, just as finishing touches. I'm not done with the lips yet, don't worry. And spiritualism is about getting to that point where you're not like, there's a good analogy where someone points you on the map where you're supposed to go, but we're so focused on the finger instead of on the point we're supposed to go. The finger is meditation, yoga, whatever. But the map is the true path. And we're so indulged in the finger rather than the map. All you have to do is be at peace. And peace and love and God is nothingness. It feels like nothing. And people are bored with nothing. It's boring after a while. I mean, it is. But that's what it is. People sabotage because they're bored, you know. They don't want to be bored. And the spiritual evolutionary cycle continues again. They go down a dark, deep, heavy path because they didn't want to be bored. And whatever. They move away from their true alignment, or what they're supposed to be, which is nothingness, peace. When you get there, you know how it feels like. It can be boring, but there's no drama. It is what it is. This lighting makes me look like a 70-year-old drag queen. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm sorry about the lighting. Alright, so Bite lipstick and Cocoa Bite. It's edible stuff. The makeup is not really. Okay, well, that's cute. The makeup itself is not bad, it's just the lighting. I promise you that. Bad lighting will make anyone's makeup look hideous, horrendous. I am pairing it with this cherry truffle bold red lip color. And people tend to get distracted on the spiritual path. Focus more on what someone else is doing rather than your own thing. Come home. If you're suffering, come home. Home doesn't mean leave Earth. Home just means come to peace. Be at peace. Because there's really nothing else. The physical world is an illusion. You deserve peace. I don't know what this look is. I mean, it's just, at this point, I'm just like, it is what it is. And spirituality doesn't have to look like the Buddha. Spirituality can look like someone doing their makeup. I mean, spirituality can be in the people you least expect. You'll hear some wise things from someone you least expect. I need another coffee. It's already gonna be my third one. Superhero IT mascara. I'm pairing 2 lashes. I'm also doing the Too Faced. Dang, girl. I always love the sound of mascara. So I'm gonna go on the top because of the product, and then the bottom up. Alright. I'm not putting lashes today. Forget that nonsense. Vacation. People have been telling me lately to go on vacation. You take yourself everywhere you go. If you're suffering, you will suffer on vacation. What's the point? I personally think it's a humongous waste of money. I mean, I've been on vacation all my life. Like, literally, I'm on vacation every single day, if you think about it. I mean, this is my vacation. I mean, like, literally, I don't need a vacation. I don't feel like I need a vacation. I know it's like, oh, you know, but it's different. You reset your clock, you have a change of environment. Girl, I go on weekend getaways whenever I want, you know. I don't have anywhere to report to. I can literally do what I want with my life. I mean, I can go anywhere. I can go, if I want, to the mall during midday while everyone's at work, like whatever, you know. I don't care about vacation. I've spent thousands of dollars on it. It's just not like, but family spend thousands of dollars on our vacations. I mean, I'm just like, I've been there, I've done that, I'm bored of it, you know. It's just like, it's not the answer. It's not happiness, it's not nothing, okay? In fact, I feel worse when I go on a vacation, because then it's like, oh, I have so much to do. I get home, I just want to come back home, like literally, it's not worth it. Okay. Again, that's just my path, my evolution, what I've been through. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water Set and Refresh Spray. And no wonder I scare guys away. I mean, like, I'm thinking about things like commitment and marriage and serious stuff, and they just don't want to do that. And that's something you do in your 30s, 40s, and I'm doing it. I've been doing it since my 20s. So it's like, people are not ready. That's fine. You know, I feel long ago ready. Have I matured enough? I don't know. But I just got everything done so early on, and I'm just like, bored of it, tired of it, like, tired and bored of people telling me to do things I've done 10, 20 years ago. I mean, as if I haven't been to a billion places. I may not vlog it and show it, but first of all, most places I've been to, I didn't even vlog back then. So, my life is just really not interesting because it's peaceful, it's boring, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it's ugly. I like my life. I like where it's at right now compared to back earlier in the year where I had no idea who I was. I felt crazy. Guys, that's the look. That's it. I'm done, by the way. My last touch is rose multi-oil with rose petals, peony bergamot with apricot oil and sweet almond oil, and I put that over my... I'm not going to do over my eyebrows now, or my hair now. What I usually do is some of my hair, eyebrows, neck. I'm just going to put it over my hands and arms as a nice finishing touch. And it gets moisture and a nice shiny glow. And maybe down here, like where the shirt line is. That's all where I didn't blend makeup. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for joining me in this journey through this life, which is really that simple all along, and we're just complicating the process and making it harder on ourselves and confusing ourselves. And it's not about that, guys. We're not here to be lost, dazed, and confused. We are, so we realize not to be. Do you know? Does that make sense now? It all makes sense in my head, at least. And I don't care if I sound crazy, if I come across crazy, if I'm a changed, different person. That's what growth does. People are not going to like it. They may not be on the same stage as you. They may not want to change as much as you. That's fine. Evolve and grow anyway. Push the boundaries anyway. Do what makes you scared anyway. Who cares, you know, what people think? If they think you should waste all your money on vacation instead of securing yourself financially for your future. I mean, I literally do self-care all the time. Like, not even too much. I mean, I don't even do too much. It's just like, I just feel fine. I don't feel drained. I don't feel exhausted. I don't, you know, I go outside every day. You know, I'm just like vlogging this, like journaling it at a point to kind of like reflect and like acknowledge that I'm doing these things. So I can remember that I'm on the path, and my own beautiful, unique path, and no one can tell me what to do with that path. And it feels great, you know. It feels nice to come to that solid, mature conclusion as an adult, evolving in this world like everyone else, that this is my unique journey, and I don't have to be like everyone else. I don't have to see people. I mean, I don't admire like the whole like, now I'm in Beijing, now I'm in Venice, now I'm in, first of all, Venice is flooded, now I'm in Hong Kong, whatever, Africa, like, okay, have fun. I don't feel jealous. I don't feel regret not to do that. At one point, I was obsessing over traveling because it's like, because of the idea of traveling. As if I haven't been anywhere in the world. I mean, I've literally spoken to people who have never even been outside of their own town, yet to mention state. I mean, I literally have no right to say that I've been nowhere. That's far from the truth. And that's just a place in my life where like, it's almost like peer pressure. Like I feel like people, or I'm being pressured to go somewhere when really I'm like, that's not what makes me happy. It's like telling someone who doesn't drink coffee to start drinking coffee like every day, like 2-3 times a day. Like, it's just not gonna work, you know? And I feel like that's just where I'm at right now. Eventually, when I'm bored and tired of the peace, maybe I want to do it again. The only place I really want to go is Iceland. I mean, but I have no one to go. Every friend I mention it to, they change the subject so fast. Or they're like, oh, cool. Or like, nice. Or like, that would be cool. Or nice. Or like, yeah, let's do it. And then never commit. It's like, okay. I will pay for everything. It's like no one wants to go. So I realized after this year, a lot of things are like that. As simple as even going to, I don't know, example, I would never go to the movies again. Like, I'm so over it when there's Netflix and all. But like going to the movies and you invite someone, like, and then they cancel plans. Like, you realize yourself is all that matters all along. And you've been pushing away from yourself because people keep accusing you of being narcissistic. People keep saying you're so self-centered, whatever, self-conscious, even low self-esteem. But you don't realize how important you are. When you project and look to the outside and ignore yourself and your inner child, you push from your path. Instead of focusing on what Trisha is doing over there in Taiwan, having fun on Instagram, showing her big, brown, beautiful hair and dress, twirling in the wind, and she just lost 100 pounds, whatever. You know, people obsess over all of that and more. I mean, oh my God, look at all the pretty jewelry she's wearing. Look at her buying this new perfume. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean, there is just something so, not wrong because it's all part of the path, but something so, I can't even say frustrating because I don't even care anymore. I just like, something so funny, that's all I'll say about is just this whole thing with idealism of this nice life that people are projecting. Like, it's just like, what's the point? I want to see you to yourself behind 4 walls and see what happens. I dare you to stay alone. No, don't hang out with your friend. Don't go anywhere, at least for 1 whole day. See what happens. What kind of thoughts come up? What kind of feelings do you have? That's how you really know yourself. Because when you're around people, yes men, fake people, I can feel it a mile away. I can sense it when someone is lying, when someone's not. I can't anymore. I can't. I can sense when someone's jealous. I can sense a long time ago, like when someone really means what they say or not. It's a feeling. You get more in tune with your feelings by being by yourself and connecting with yourself. And that's the answer. That's what's important. Not, what are they going to think of me today and what I'm wearing? I hope they like it. You're living for them when they don't really care or think about you as much like that to begin with. They may, but do they really care? No, they're reaching for the care in themselves. They're crying out for help for themselves. Even you who says that I care about XYZ person, really what you care about is yourself caring about other people. You're caring about yourself. Okay, don't lie. Like, I mean, everyone ultimately is out for themselves in this world. And that's how you survive. That's how you wake up every morning. You're the only person that should matter. And there's nothing crazy about that, okay? It's nice to care about other people, but when you really stop being deceitful and deceptive with yourself, you come to conclusion in terms that you put vanilla in your coffee because you like it. You're looking out for yourself. You're not worried what someone's going to say about you putting soy milk in your coffee or what. You do it because you like it. It's for yourself. You adorn yourself with certain accessories because you do it for yourself. You wake up every morning and tackle the day because you do it for yourself. Who are you living for? Yourself, to get through and make others realize they're important as well. And again, a heavy topic, but again, you don't even have to believe it. Like I said, it's not something you can't force healing on anyone. I'm not forcing anyone to listen. I'm not forcing anyone to, you chose to watch this video. I'm not forcing anyone to believe me. I don't even believe what I'm saying. And I'm not going to. I believe in the peace, the nothingness. I believe that this is a construct, and I don't believe it. Like I said, I believe and don't believe that this is a construct of who we really are. This is just a realm of a construct of our own mind's imagination. I mean, you can do whatever you want in this life. No one can tell you otherwise. You came alone, you leave alone. Who is there to look for? Yourself. Don't forget your connection with yourself, your inner source, and you are a part of this whole source. You are this source. Is God worried about what Trisha's doing over there in Taiwan? No. But Trisha is part of and is this source. So she made her life happen that way. That she wants. She can also choose to be a Buddhist monk in the temples and the monasteries. She can also choose to work at a retail store. She can also choose to live in Nevada for 3 years. She can also choose to ride a camel in the Sahara. I don't care. You know, we are all of this source. We have our own power, our own ability to do as we please. Relationships come and go. Yourself doesn't. It's always here. People are reflections of that. How you manage your life is a reflection of that. Take care of yourself. And you do that by not listening to what anyone says. Because that's your journey. If you can listen to what they say, but are you really processing it and taking it in? Probably not. 99% of the time. When someone tells you to stop being a bad person, do you stop? No. Because that's your journey. You stop when you suffer enough, when you realize this is not it. Thank you for joining me.